Surya Saha and welcome to the Insurtech Story Podcast, the platform to spread knowledge on insurance innovation, digital disruptions, and entrepreneurship. Our website, insurtechstory.com, and we are available on Spotify, Apple, Google, Audible, and Amazon Music. Today, we will discuss a very important topic that is navigating the future Guidewire Driven Transformation in insurance. And for now, I'm delighted to welcome our guest, Ravi Thakur, who is the Senior Vice President of Financial Services and Insurance at Zenser Technologies. Ravi is a seasoned leader with over 25 years of extensive experience in the insurance and healthcare industries. Renowned for his ability to create lasting shareholder value, Ravi has consistently demonstrated his expertise in business and technology transformation, collaborating closely with clients to achieve substantial results. With a proven track record of building and growing profitable business portfolios, Ravi excels in implementing strategic initiatives and optimizing business performance. His growth mindset and passion for taking on new challenges drives him to continuously create value, leveraging a unique blend of strategy, operations, technology, and innovative thinking. Ravi holds an MBA from IIM Calcutta, specializing in finance and MIS, and a BTech in electrical and electronics engineering from IIT Madras. His diverse expertise spans P&L management, IT strategy and advisory, innovation, digital transformation, business development and sales leadership, large-scale orchestration, operations and operating model transformation, partnership and alliances, and lastly, coaching and mentorship. So with this diverse experiences and the rich insurance base, Ravi, a warm welcome to the show.
Thank you, Surya. Thanks for the detailed introduction. Appreciate it much. And thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you for coming on board, Ravi. To discuss, of course, we talk about various applications and how it can really transform the financial services industry specific to insurance. Guidewire is something that, it's really transforming various aspects of the B2B side of the insurance business. So my first question to is, how are insurance companies leveraging Guidewire technology to adapt to the evolving landscape of the industry, and what specific transformation has it enabled? What are you seeing in this space?
Yeah, look, Surya, like you correctly said, right? Guidewire is one of the core platform providers, and it's a market leader in the insurance industry. And it has, had a very transformative impact on places where it's been, implemented. But to truly understand, what Guidewire has done, it's very important to understand the macro picture, right? And that I look at, and I've been working in insurance for a long time. There are two things. One is there is a business environment, right? So if you look at the business environment, there is a lot of pressure on insurance companies. You talk about the climate change, you talk about catastrophic losses, and there is this enhanced competition, right? Insurance is a very regulated industry, so there is pressure on firms to differentiate while facing this uncertain, weather and geopolitical climate as well, right? Now, superpose on that the technological changes that we have seen for over a decade, right? Or maybe longer, I would say 15, 20 years. This whole move to the cloud, this whole enhancement in computing power, this whole prevalence of data and AI. The customer expectation itself has changed, right? From, we remember the time when insurance is a very old industry, and it's again a very slow moving industry because that's the nature of it. It's in the business of managing risk. And so to that end, what matters is the pace of change is really enhanced with this new technology. And so now the insurance companies are facing, a twin mandate, right? So they have to embrace digital. They have to provide access on any device, at any time, while also taking care of their legacy footprint. And so, and in all of this, customer experience is paramount, right? And it also means that how do you roll out products faster for different segments and sub-segments of customer? So, if I was to summarize this whole changing landscape, customers have to, insurance companies, which are our customers, they have to do digital transformation while also reducing, the cost of operations and achieve operational efficiency.
Right.
And any transformation by its nature necessitates a lot of money. So the challenge is how do you get operational efficiency and enable transformation? And I think that's where Guidewire has been a perfect solution, right? So what it has done is it has, enabled modernization of core systems so that you can streamline operations, you can build business agility, you can automate processes. While doing that, it's also enabled things like digital and omni-channel engagement. It is making product offerings, it has the capabilities to provide this personalized product offerings. And finally, there is also this angle of the analytics, right? So it's enhancing data and AI, data analytics and AI capabilities, which helps in better decision making and frankly, risk management at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the last part, and I'll stop after that because these are each of these is a discipline, and we can have a podcast on each of these dimensions that the change it has enabled. But think of even insurance ecosystem, right? So you have old legacy mainframe systems, then you have x86, and now you have the cloud. And so, how do you manage this diverse? So there is the whole ecosystem integration element. Again, Guidewire plays a big role in that. And lastly, and most important, is about regulatory compliance. So you need to, have some kind of automated compliance check. You need to have reportings to make sure your regulations are, you stay ahead of it and in tune with it. Guidewire does all of this, right? So to the answer to your question, that's kind of the transformation that I have seen right across the client base. And we in Zensar have about 45 plus implementations, and I will talk about the kind of implementations we have. But what we see Guidewire do in insurance and specifically in PNC has been truly game changing for the industry.
Ravi, you mentioned a very important part here that is on the regulatory compliance, right? And how Guidewire solutions are actually designed to help insurers to comply with such requirements, right? So, do you have any specific, kind of an example or narratives that can really help our listeners understand how Guidewire is actually ensuring governance across operations in insurance?
Yeah, look, insurance is a very local business, right? So you have in the US and in other parts of the world also, particularly in US, every state has a DOI, Department of Insurance, and you have to file your products to that. So you have to pretty much define your regulatory template of, for that state, for that product, what kind of rules are they governed by, what kind of filing requirements are there. So what Guidewire does is it first you can have a template to kind of look at those compliance rules. And like I mentioned, there is, you can automate a number of compliance checks. So by exception, it'll throw out, hey, you need to do A, B, and C to be in compliance. And then this reporting feature, right, that helps in adherence. And that's where, we have across as we implement Guidewire solution for our clients. That's again one of the very important features that we are acutely aware for and we design for it.
Right. My next question to you is: could you provide examples of successful implementations of Guidewire-driven transformations in insurance, and especially when we like to highlight the key benefits and challenges faced by organizations during these processes?
Yeah, look, like any transformation, right? Guidewire implementation and transformation is a complex process. So what I'll do is, Surya, I'll talk about the benefits, right? And like I said, we have about over 40, 45 clients where we have done Guidewire implementation. But if I was to put it in kind of the context, right, or in categories, the one of the first and the foremost is around business agility, right? The benefits that customer get. Like for example, for one of our insurance client, right? It's a US based client which has some international business as well. Now we are rolling out Guidewire Cloud platform. And as a part of that rollout, they have to integrate with about over 250 partners, right? And you are talking of partners like policy management companies. You're talking about brokers. You're talking of other insurance companies. You're talking of software vendors and data companies. And so there's tremendous complexity in the landscape like that, right? However, what we have done is we have been able to model it around experience and speed to market, right? And one of the things that Guidewire we were able to achieve for our Guidewire is, this process of onboarding partners in 6 months with the legacy system. And now with the Guidewire Cloud platform implementation that we are doing and we have done for them, the onboarding time is less than a month. There is the things like advanced product designers that can manage multiple variations of the product. There is the integration gateway that we use. And finally, when we have something like cloud, it gives the elasticity to add in capacity and a backbone which is scalable, right? So the whole business agility enablement is one of the themes that we have seen and we have seen repeatedly across our customer base. The second and very important, right, thing, and again, this order is not in any kind of order of importance, but it's how I'm kind of telling you the story. The
Yeah.
second one is very important is around creating differentiated customer experience. Again, I'll take an example. See, we have a number of farm bureaus who have implemented Guidewires in the US, right? And for one of our farm bureau customers, we are working on a complete experience-led approach. So we have everything that has been designed for user journey downwards. And we are leveraging Guidewire's Zetro framework. We are leveraging their digital platform, to define the experience that they want to provide to their customers. So again, this is, this whole aspect, which again I had talked in the previous question that you had, which is how do you get closer to your customer? How do you provide this business agility of onboarding partners on, rolling out products faster? And finally, there are a couple of other themes which are very important. See, what also we have seen with Guidewire implementation is the simplification of IT landscape, right? So, one of our clients in Texas, they had multiple policy administration and claims system. And what Guidewire Cloud helped them to do was to get on one platform that becomes a source of record. So the simplification of IT landscape is important. So those I think are some of the key things that we have seen. But if like I talked about, transformation is not easy. And we have seen again some recurring challenges and themes that we have worked and advise our customers to kind of sidestep. But some of the key themes are, these are complex business transformations. And a number of times we see the tech organizations running with the ball and they lose sight of the business transformation. They try to not use too many out of the box functionality. They try to mimic the legacy, and you're trying to just recreate legacy with its old processes. So this is also an opportunity for customers that as they look at the Guidewire implementation in themselves, they should look at it from a business transformation lens rather than a tech transformation lens.
Right.
The other thing which is very important, Surya, is this whole focus around change management. So again, like I mentioned earlier on, insurance is a legacy, it's an old business, and a lot of our customers, employees, or people who work for them as contractors, there is an aging population, right? So how do you make sure that when you roll something like Guidewire out, you do change management, you do training, you do communication, you prepare them. So there has to be a lot of focus on change management. So I think those are the challenges we have seen across as patterns and that we have tried to get ahead of.
No, absolutely. You mentioned about change management, right? And one thing that uh, I really understand about Guideware is it provides both on-premise and cloud-based solutions, right? That essentially allows customers to keep up with the rapid change that's happening in the industry. So do you see any sort of a benefits or challenges with respect to integrating?
Yeah, no, I think there's definitely benefit, right? So look, one of the things that we have seen the most traction in the marketplace is, moving Guidewire legacy to the cloud, right? And actually, we were one of the first SIs, to partner lead one of the Guidewire customers in a cloud transformation journey. And what that does is, again, you when you go to the cloud, obviously you get the latest version, you get access to to the marketplace, you are able to link and connect to and integrate with a number of partners and providers, again, who are on the cloud. And obviously there's the whole FinOps part of the managing part of the cloud that they need to be aware of. So there is definite benefit, and that again, when we put that transition right, or a upgrade from a Guidewire on-prem to cloud, there is this whole track around change management that, Surya, to your point, that we put in place from beginning, right? And again, when we talk of Zensar, one of the things that we do from a corporate perspective is, experience engineering and engagement, and that experience we talked about in engineering, the engagement part is where we have a couple of boutique companies that we had acquired and who we have integrated now into Zensar for years now, which is like foolproof. And these folks are like, the studio people. They have gotten Oscars, they have gotten Cannes Film Festival awards. And we have specialists in that who understand our customers, employees, and our customers' customers. And then they design, the training plan, the communication plan, the checkpoints that you need for change management. So absolutely very critical for success.
Absolutely. Very important point that you have highlighted with respect to change management. And so I think not many of the listeners would really know about how such solutions actually can impact the end users when it comes to keeping up with the rapid change. And my last question to you, Ravi, is that with the rapid advancements in technology and data analytics, how do you see Guidewire continuing to shape the future of insurance? And what are the potential implications for both insurers and the customer?
Look, I think that question very nicely rounds up our discussion, right? So Guidewire has done a lot in transforming the insurance landscape. And I think it has a unique place in terms of both for insurers and customers, right? So for insurers, think about it. It's become a vehicle for enabling digital transformation. You're doing core system modernization, as well as getting the operational efficiency through automation. You're integrating with partners, and you are able to enable the digital transformation, the paradigm that I talked of earlier, right? So to insurers, it's been amazing from that perspective. Now, for customers, what it has done is think about, when you have a legacy system, you have a claims processing, and typical an insurance customer reaches out to a company when either they have a claim or they have a renewal or any of that, right? And at that time, that interaction is very important. Service delivery that Guidewire has standardized and made transparent. And I think the transparency is very important. Like, I've been a customer as well personally. And once I had a claim, it's very heartening and reassuring to see how the claim has moved to its life cycle. So Guidewire helps provides that capability, and customers are able to see that, right?
Yeah.
The other benefit that customers get is, the personalization and flexibility that has been afforded to insurance companies to provide, very tailored products for them, right? We are talking of these days of the usage-based insurance, UBI and everything. And again, Guidewire has definitely enabled, and, as a customer, then I get personalized products, I get personalized quote, and I get personalized risk management to the extent that I can. And finally, I think because of all the automation and reduction of administrative and operational expense, I hope the customers also get like a competitive pricing, which I think they do at the end. The price is again a big factor in a customer's purchasing behavior. So that's what I have seen both on the customer and insurer. But the future potential, as I look at it, there is another dimension, Surya, to that, right? There is this, once you have this platform, how do you foster innovation and agility? How do you get this continuous improvement so that this again does not become a legacy process in itself? And I think there is this whole expansion of ecosystem that through the marketplace that Guidewire is fostering, which I think will help in a lot of innovation for our customers and also with the partners, right? Like we in Zinsar have built about 25 accelerators already on the marketplace. For one of our clients, we are using a number of those accelerators for data play, right? And again, the whole play around data, AI, Gen AI, I think that's where the future is going to be. And finally, there is also the element of sustainability, right? As insurers focus on sustainability, how does this marketplace and this cloud offerings help in sustainability? So the view to the future is more on fostering innovation, sustainability, leveraging the marketplace and the cloud components of it.
No, absolutely. I think it's lots of takeaway there for Guidewire solutions and people who are listening to this podcast who really want to understand more and try to see where a solution like Guidewire can really help them optimizing insurance operations can definitely look for such knowledge sharing sessions. And with that, Ravi, a fantastic discussion. Thank you for sharing your thoughts today. A true delight to have you as our guest.
Surya, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And it was a pleasure talking to you.
And lastly, to wrap this up, you were listening to the Insurance Story podcast and see you at our next episode. Till then, take care and stay safe. Goodbye for now.